Hey, I'm Mindy Kinnis. This is the Daily Rage. I wanted to show you guys my most conservative trade setup today. So if you have a small account, if you are more conservative, if you just want to trade tiny for practice, this is what I would recommend. As you can see here, this is the M2K. That's the micro Russell. And what we're looking at here is a little bit of a divergence. This is the 2-minute chart up here. It's gone up and now it's starting to go down. And then the next time frame up in terms of the next higher time frame I have is this one. That's 5-minute. So from 2-minute to 5-minute, there's a divergence in the Parabolic SAR. This one is going up, this one is going down. So one of two things will happen. Either this 2-minute will break through here, and then they'll be matching. This one will be down, this one will be down, all of them will be down. Or on the 5-minute, if it gets enough oomph to the upside, this one will break through and then these two will match. So I'm going to choose my trade based on what happens. Either I'm going to go short if this one goes down, or I'm going to go long if this one goes up. Now, just to be clear, this is just a day trade. This is not a long-term hold. It is potentially going to be just a few minutes. So that's why I'm not necessarily concerned about the overall trend of the day. Obviously, it's down. You can see that here on this daily chart down here. It is a red candle and the Parabolic SAR just flipped up to the top. Now, here's how I actually set up the trade. I have in NinjaTrader, this is called an ATM. That's Advanced Trade Management. Basically, it's an OSO, same thing. But I'm going to show you how I have mine set up. So as you can see, my stop loss is 30 ticks. My profit is 200 ticks. Now I can change any of that along the way, but a stop loss of 30 ticks, each tick is only 50 cents. So we're talking about $15. So it's super conservative, super simple to just get in and try it and see what happens and only risk $15. If you happen to be trading on NinjaTrader, the intraday margin for this is only $50. So again, on a really small account, you can do this. On TradeStation, it's only 25% of the initial margin, which is $178.75. So either way, still a pretty tiny margin, which makes it a great candidate for an easy setup. Okay, so this looks like it's about to break through, just did, so I'm going to go ahead and sell market. Now what I want to do is I want to open this up so I can see what's going on. You can see my stop is set here. That would be a $15 loss, should it come to that. Because what I like to do on a small account is get into profit as soon as possible. I can either take this stop, and once it has a little bit of space, I can move my stop down into this profit area, or I can wait until this 2-minute Parabolic SAR catches up. And what I mean by catches up is you can see the stop is set at 2014. This Parabolic SAR is at 2016.6. So either way, depending on how conservative I want to play it, if I'm going to be more conservative, I'm going to trail it closer with this stop and get into profit. If I want to give it a little more space, I would use this. This is my sim account. Right now you can see up here the top line is the sim. I'm up $3 whole, yay. And as for my small account experiment, this is my live, this second one up here, the second P&L. 87 bucks on the day. I was trading super conservatively, exactly like I have just described to you. I was trading in both the micro Russell and the micro NASDAQ, and that is my P&L so far on the day. I'll update what the final amount is in the text because I don't want this video to be hours long. As you can see, I called my ATM strategy RTY. That's for the Russell. And in that case, if this was the mini Russell, it would be the same setup, but this would be $150 of max risk, and this would be set for $1,000 of profit target. So in this case, like I said, this is only $15 worth of risk, and this would be $100 if it got down to that point. All right, so I was just stopped out. As you can see up here in my P&L, I lost $15. So again, that is my most conservative trade setup. If you want to trade tiny, if you are finding yourself trading scared, whatever you find yourself doing, or just not trading well, I recommend going down to trade tiny, trade the micro, and that is a super simple setup. Max loss is $15, so you will be safe to live to trade another day. All right, and just to show you guys a real live example, this is exactly the same setup that I just talked about. This is in my live account now. And you can see all I did was bring this stop down to lock in a teensy little bit of profit. And I'm just going to chill and see how much this wants to go down. Once this 2-minute parabolic SAR catches up, in other words, when it is down to 2008.5, I can start trailing it based on this. So this is very, very different from scalping. If I was scalping, I would just be continuously moving this stop down as the price action went down. But in this case, all I've done is locked in a tiny amount of profit. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. Totally fine. You can see I'm up just about $15 right now. So again, this is super, super small, super conservative. But if you are struggling, practice with this. I'm Mindy Kinnis. Thanks so much for watching.